My experience at Stanford actually gives me a lot of street cred here at this school. All I have to do is say Stanford and all the little antennas just pop up. And so when I tell the kids that, look, what you're doing is exactly the same thing that I did at Stanford, they just love that. It makes them feel extremely proud.
I observed a lot of how the leadership group interacts with one another, how they interact with elected officials, how they interact with other policy groups. And I wanted to kind of mimic their practices with my students.
I worked with a team of engineers, not just him, and they held my hand. I got a 1-hour college lesson on rocket science by one of the engineers, which is pretty amazing. I left with a really good sense of how important it is to teach collaboration and how important it is for us to teach that to the kids and be ready for that when they grow up.
It gives me experience into working together with people in the laboratory, other experts in the field of, in this case, gas chromatography and mass spectrometry.
And I don't think if it wasn't for that experience that I would be where I am today as far as like researching or knowing about the modalities to use in a classroom with technology. I learned a lot.
You got to see it. You got to see the actual product. That thing on the space station that I'm looking at is actually hanging right up there. That's real. I mean, that's really what we want, is we want to get the kids to see this stuff is real.
The solar panel design lesson that we did was we tried to fit as many shapes as possible in this rectangular surface so we could get the most energy out of the solar panels as possible. I thought it was fun because we usually just do bookwork, and this was a lot more fun and engaging than what we usually do.
It applied what we learned in math to the outside world and kind of the professions that we might meet up again. The solar panel industry, as well as architectural design, such as the different shapes of the roofs and the angles. So that was really cool.
The project I'm working on is about the water cycle. So like the precipitation, evaporation, condensation. It's like all of that summing it into what little kids can understand. What's actually really good about programming is that it teaches little kids what you can do with a computer.
The lesson that we just did was a lesson on nitrogen-fixing bacteria and testing typical like dirt soil that you'd find anywhere and testing to see whether or not there is nitrogen-fixing bacteria present in that soil. I liked this lab a lot, actually. We haven't done anything like this, going out and getting samples and making cultures and things like that, so I thought it was really fun.
We've learned how to work as a group and build communication skills and teamwork. We've also become more like scientists.
The most important lesson I'll be taking away from this unit is that you need to be high achieving and follow what your passions are and what your dreams are, because you'll be doing this for a long time.